We live in a world obsessed with outcomes, wins, titles, trophies, accolades. But what if the secret to extraordinary performance wasn't about chasing success, but about training the inside first? What if the biggest opponent you'll ever face isn't out there, but within? Inner Excellence by Jim Murphy isn't about external achievements. It's about cultivating a way of being so that extraordinary results become inevitable. Because true greatness doesn't start with talent, luck, or strategy. It starts with your state of mind. Let's dive into the art of mastering yourself, so you can master your craft and your life. At the heart of inner excellence is the principle that performance is a byproduct, not a pursuit. Jim Murphy teaches that when you're anchored internally, in clarity, purpose, and peace, your best external results happen naturally. He introduces the idea of mental stillness, that when the mind is cluttered with fear, comparison, and self-judgment, performance suffers. But when the mind is calm, you access flow, intuition, and true power. Instead of trying harder, you align deeper. Instead of forcing outcomes, you focus on being fully present. Murphy urges us to detach from outcomes, not because results don't matter, but because obsession with results pulls you out of the moment. And excellence only happens in the moment. Inner excellence is about developing trust. Trust in your preparation, trust in the process, and trust in yourself. Because when you're anchored in trust, you perform from a place of freedom, not fear. One of the most powerful ideas in this book is that every performance, on the field, in business, in life, is a mirror of your internal state. If you're anxious, distracted, or desperate, it will show. Murphy teaches that confidence isn't bravado. It's the natural result of preparation plus presence plus perspective. Preparation gives you the right to trust yourself. Presence allows you to access your best instincts. Perspective reminds you that your worth isn't tied to this moment's outcome. Another big idea is the power of letting go. Trying to control everything leads to tension. Tension kills flow. When you trust your training, when you surrender the need to dominate outcomes, you free yourself to perform at your highest level. Murphy also explores the idea of identity versus performance. Most people tie their identity to their achievements. If I win, I'm good. If I lose, I'm worthless. But inner excellence requires separating who you are from what you do. You are not your last win. You are not your last mistake. You are the sum total of your effort, character, resilience, and love. When you live from that identity, you become unstoppable because you're no longer held hostage by circumstances. How do you cultivate inner excellence in your daily life? First, build daily habits of mental stillness. That could be meditation, focused breathing, journaling, or prayer. Moments where you quiet the noise inside and return to your center. Practice detaching from results. Before every meeting, competition, or creative project, remind yourself, my worth is not at stake. I am here to give my best, not prove my value. Prepare relentlessly, but let go during execution. Train like your life depends on it. Then, when the spotlight hits, trust yourself enough to flow. Watch yourself talk. Inner excellence means speaking to yourself with encouragement, clarity, and patience, especially when you stumble. Anchor your identity beyond performance. Who are you when no one's watching? That's where your real power comes from. And above all, choose gratitude over fear, because fear shrinks performance, but gratitude expands it. When you perform from a place of love, for the craft, for the growth, for the opportunity, you light up the room, the field, the stage. And that's when excellence becomes inevitable. Jim Murphy doesn't promise you'll win every game, or land every deal, or hit every goal. He offers you something even better. He offers you inner freedom. The freedom to perform without fear. The freedom to rise after failure. The freedom to live fully, courageously, unapologetically, regardless of external results. Because in the end, the real competition was never outside you. It was always inside, between your fear and your faith, your ego and your essence. And when you choose inner excellence, you choose to trust that you are enough, right now, even as you keep growing. You choose to show up fully, even when the world is watching, even when the stakes are high. Because true champions aren't those who never fall. They're the ones who perform from love, not lack. They're the ones who know the greatest victory is over the voice that said, you're not enough. And they answer back with courage, clarity, and calm. If you're ready to elevate your performance, quiet your mind, and live with unshakable freedom, read Inner Excellence by Jim Murphy. This isn't just about success. It's about building a life anchored in purpose, presence, and peace. The link to buy the book is in the description below. And if you want more TED-style book journeys that strengthen your mind and inspire your soul, subscribe to Book Snap. Because extraordinary performance begins with an extraordinary inner life.